Hey, I was told you could help me.
That so? Perhaps.
I heard you were the discreet type. Could maybe help me and my friends get out of fear. Leave abundance. Is that true?
What's your deal? Political problems? Avoiding the front? Never mind, keep your silence. Better for all. Yeah, I have some contacts that might be able to help you out. But I don't do favors. It's gonna cost you. And to be straight, to get 3 people out, it's gonna cost some bribes to guards and officials. Not gonna be cheap. But if you got the serum, we can get you on your way.
I brought you everything I could scrape together. Here.
Good to hear. Good. Good. I'll take care of the rest. You got a map? Look here. Meet me in the underworks. It's hidden, and it'll make it easier to sneak out. Here we are. A couple of idiots looking for a way out. So desperate they'll fall for anything.
That really what you think's going on here?
Why? You gonna resist? If that's the case, we'll just kill you then. Stop! Here's your serum. Take it back. I'll stop. Anything you want, just let me leave.
Fine, get out of here, but you start your ship back up and next time I won't be so lenient.
Yeah, sure, thank you.
Can't go through here. Can't go through here.
I heard you put an end to the smuggler's trafficking, Mr. Mancer. I am disappointed.
Why's that?
My concern? Oh no, I simply admired the man. Not for the income he scraped from his beggar army, but rather for the pressure he managed to put on the merchants without lifting a finger. With that said, anything having to do with crime is my concern. Maybe you will remember the next time before you stick your fingers in my pies. Now tell me, what do you want?
I just wanted you to know my services are available for a price.
Interesting. A question, though. Is it really the pay you're after, Mancer, or could it be the adrenaline? Those old graybeards at the source boring the living hell out of you yet?
I don't remember inviting you into my business. If you need me, just pay.
A Technomancer for hire. A prize indeed. Who wouldn't need such a thing? But you'll need to prove yourself first. The army has a weapons shipment heading to the front. I'd like for it to not get there. Why don't you use your rank to see that it makes an unforeseen detour to, well, me?
This a test of loyalty? Fine, if that's what you need. I gotta go.
Then go.
Mr. Mancer, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Big on weaponry, I hope. What can I get you?
Your beggar problem's fixed. It was a little more complicated than it looked.
Really? How so?
They weren't here by choice. Poor folks got ripped off by a guy who said he was a smuggler. Told them he'd get them to Shadow Lair. Instead, he cut them up and made them work for him.
Terrible thing to hear. Oh, glad you put an end to it. Here, take this. For saving those people and our businesses.
Spy. Maybe I should ask around.
Lieutenant, sorry to bug you, but I gotta talk to you about something. Look, Lieutenant, maybe it's just because I'm not used to life in the city, but...
Cut to the point, soldier.
I think we're being tailed, sir. I think someone's been watching us, but I don't know why.
All right. Any ideas how to figure out who it is?
Hell yeah. I ain't no hunter for nothing, sir. I'd say we could leave from, say, the barracks or something and head towards the exchange. But, you know, act casual like it's just another day. We just treat it like we're out for a walk. Then, once we know we're being followed, we lead him to a trap down a dead-end road. And pow! You've got him. Or her. Whoever it is.
That's one way to go. All right. Why not? Let's try it. See what happens.
Lieutenant? Lieutenant?
I want to know my men better. Tell me a bit about yourself.
Oh, great. Show and tell.
What do you think about Jeffrey Hunter?
He's a village idiot who thinks he can brown nose his way to a promotion. Fuck it.
What do you do when you're off duty?
Nothing special. See my folks, I guess. They ain't getting any younger, so... And I give most of my pay... And I ain't married, so... When I am with them, I'm at the bar. Drowning the Not exactly a picture-perfect life, but it's mine. And hell, I get paid enough to help them out.
I'm gonna leave you alone. Seems you'd rather be that way anyway.
Colonel Ian Mancer came by looking for you. Hope this isn't going to be a habit, Lieutenant. His problems are...
Of course. I'll go Have a moment, Captain?
Depends what you need it for.
Just want to get to know you better.
I don't usually mix business and pleasure, Lieutenant, but...
You from Ophir?
Born and raised. Father was an officer. Mother was a quartermaster. And I've rarely ventured outside the walls but for a few scattered missions. Sound familiar, Lieutenant?
Very familiar, Captain. Except my parents weren't officers. How was your rise to captain earned?
Over time. But by no special action by me. Graduated as a corporal, and thanks to the brave men underneath me, their success in missions became mine in rank. No heroic feats to dazzle you with in stories. Just a lot of time and dedication that I'm proud of just the same.
What do you think of us?
Honestly, Lieutenant? I'm not quite sure yet. You Technomancers are new to me. Undoubtedly special, and capable of feats my other units couldn't dream of accomplishing, but... time will tell. That said, I've been quite impressed. I thought it was the definition of insanity to send you and so few of your men on some of those missions. Missions I would have anticipated needing 10 times the manpower for. So far, you've proven me wrong. A rare feat in itself. So even though it's taking some time getting used to, I couldn't be happier you're one of my troops.
Can I ask about your relationship with ASC?
Tread carefully, Lieutenant. One might start to wonder the purpose of your questions. But here's my answer. We're all forced to work with them, but it doesn't mean I have to be happy about it. Too much power too quickly leads to arrogance. Brash and too quick to act. And quite frankly, as they've risen in power, it's no coincidence that the dissenters, deviants, and rebels have risen in numbers. They're a great source of intel, however they get it. I sleep better at night not knowing the means. But I've always thought the army was strength enough. that the ASC was overkill. I trust you won't repeat anything I've said, Lieutenant. I'd hate for both of us to find ourselves enemies of the state over a little frank conversation.
My lips are sealed, Captain, and I appreciate your candor and trust, more than you know.
At your command, Lieutenant.
I can't open it without a code. Everything's clean in here. Looks just like the captain's work. Nothing that implies she's working with the ASC.
At your command.
What can you tell me about our captain? I want you to speak freely.
No, of course, Lieutenant. Hell, she came from a family.
Have a second to talk?
Yeah, of course. I mean...
Yeah, just you and...
Wow, that's...
You have a good childhood?
Oh, yeah, you know it, Lieutenant. They were good times, Lieutenant. Off I went to the big city to join...
So what's your life like when you're not on duty?
Tell you the truth, Lieutenant, not much to tell. I try to visit the city, and, oh yeah, there's also, you know, I try to still do some hunting.
Feels like a Green Hope souvenir stand. Kid must be missing home. Unless being messy's a crime, though. Doesn't look like he's doing anything wrong. I can't open it without a code.
At your command, Lieutenant.
Hi. Heard you have some merch coming into the station. Need a hand?
I might be a little brazen sometimes, but not enough to turn a lieutenant into my...
Except that the shipment holds weapons, and if Vori get their hands on the weapons, it's gonna mean more danger for my boys.
Fair enough. Used to be Vori only dirtied the slums, but they're like an illness lately, spreading like a contagion.
How much do you know about what's going on in the Barrett?
Not much. Then why are you asking? What do you look...
What do you know about Dave Ward?
Quiet, brooding, asshole type.
What about Jeffrey?
I don't want to talk shit about anyone, not my style. But that boy...
What have you heard about my captain?
If you're looking for me to dish dirt, Lieutenant, you're barking up the wrong tree. She may be a woman, but this army could use more officers like her. The army's her church. It's sacred to her. And she will and has come to blows with anyone or anything that threatens to tarnish its image. Word is, she's got one hell of a right hook.